Well, hello YouTubers, hello Facebook people, hello Twitter people, and hello LinkedIn people. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you guys. Well, letters have been coming in like crazy, and I want to say thank you to all of you who have been writing and sending me such nice comments. Well, it's Thursday, and it's time for Messages from the Spirit World. If you haven't got a chance, you might still want to check out today my previous video, which is on biorhythm charts. And I teach about biorhythm charts and how you can get one from me with a personal custom report. So if you haven't seen that yet, you might want to check that out. Anyways, we're going to do spirit messages today, but before we get into that, give me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Okay, I hear Fletcher back here. He says hi. All right, going in our hat here. Our first letter today is from Roxanne Holloway. And she writes in from Facebook, and she wants to know about the upcoming election, what the results will be for the presidential election in the United States, and also wants to know if her workplace is haunted. Well, first of all, in regards to the election, I am actually not making any statements about the election. And the reason I'm doing that is it's kind of my own personal protest. Where I live right near Washington, D.C., and a lot of the churches are getting so political. And they're trying to use their persuasion to influence the vote. And I really believe in separation of church and state. And because I'm an ordained state licensed minister, I am not going to make any comments about the election. I don't think churches should. Anyways, I'm just getting tired because churches are telling people, you shouldn't receive communion, you shouldn't go to church if you don't vote a certain way. You know what? I'm not for that. But what I am for is democracy in action. So I'm going to say to all of you, make sure if you can, get out and vote. If you're not registered, go get registered. It's free. Go to your local public library and vote your conscience, okay? That's what's important. So anyways, Roxanne, I'm going to hold off saying anything about the elections, and I hope you understand, okay? Thanks so much. Now, in regards to your other question about your haunting at your work, I do pick up, spirits. There are 3 spirits around your work. I get one who's a female, and it's interesting because she's dressed in 1930s style clothing, very elegant lady, and I get the name Janet connected with this, and she has some connection, interestingly, to Marlene Dietrich, the actress, and I feel like this lady named Janet may have worked with her at some point, or have been applying for a role that Marlene got, but it's interesting, around this female, I keep getting a sense of like, she's always in evening attire, and she just wants to hang out. She doesn't want to leave. She's very attached to the earth. And I also get around this 2 other people, and they're both men. One of them is a former, I feel like he's connected to directing or writing, and I get a second man who I get since connected to technical stuff, like he may have been handling the studio lights or something in the film industry. So you've got definitely, all 3 spirits are connected to the industry, and they're obsessed with hanging out this building. It's like they want to be connected still to the earth and to the movie industry. They're not dangerous. The man around it, I get the name, it's like Hal, around the writer, director guy, and I also get around the other man, it sounds like the name of Joseph. So it's Hal, Joseph, and Janet who are around there. So anyways, if you start to experience their presence, just say go to the light, okay? I get the sense they don't want to go, so it may be difficult. But you can pray for them and, so try to get them some spiritual help. If you want some more help with that, give me a call, okay? Or write me. Thanks so much. Hope that helps. Blessings. All right, going in our hat here, our next letter is Jenna Rosebud, and she wants a reading, wants to know what's going on. Well, it's interesting, Jenna, because I'm picking up around you 3 angels, and they keep saying that they're bringing balance back to your life. One of them keeps saying he's bringing the gift of healing, so I get the sense this is emotional healing. Another angel says he's bringing the gift of peace. And one says, I bring wisdom, with it joy. So you've got wisdom, joy, peace, and healing energies coming to you. I sense this last year has been a struggle, and I want you to watch, because as we get to January 2012, I feel like your life is starting new. Interesting, there could be a change here in schooling around you. I feel like there's some learning that's coming in the new year. So you might be finding yourself either going back to school or taking up some new learning here. And I want you to follow your angel's guidance, okay? They don't give me all their names, and I get one name around this. And one of the angels gives me his name of Michael. Now, it's not Archangel Michael, but he says, I'm Michael. So that's the one who seems to be the spokesperson for the others. But he's around you, and he wants you to talk to him, okay? Thanks for writing. Hope that helps. Blessings. All right. Going in our hat here, we've got, let's see here, Evelyn von Egmond. And she wants to know why her cat is looking up, what it keeps seeing. Yeah, well, you know, cats are incredibly psychic. And I feel that your cat is actually seeing spirits around you, particularly in the form of orbs. Now watch, because you'll see them, they'll turn their head and they'll look in different directions. But those are spirit orbs, and they're definitely, your cat is picking that presence up, okay? So what you want to do is just talk to your cat and say, what do you see? And I want you to try to take a picture of that area, because you'll probably get some orbs on film, okay? Anyways, cats are very psychic, and I feel like it's going to help you be more psychic, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, filling in our hat here, we've got, let's see, Marie Angela Flanagan wants to know about her spirit guide. Yeah, she said she's been connecting with him. Yes, well, this is a soulmate. You know, sometimes our soulmates are on the spirit world. He does connect you, particularly I get him coming through in the dreams. And I feel like he's coming to support you on your journey. I also get the name Michael around this. This is not the Michael from the other reading. This is a different Michael. This is not an angel. He's an earth person named Michael. But he's around you also. And just talk to him. Say, Michael, I want to receive a message from you. And I feel like you'll be able to make that connection even when you're awake, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, going in our hat here, we've got Mary Brooks. She wants to know about some writing here, a writing project. Yeah. You know, Mary, I keep picking up the end of 2013, so it's about a year out here. But as we get to the end of 2013, I feel like you're completed and your work is really getting out there. It's interesting. I keep feeling like you may need to revisit who you're using as an editor and also a publisher, because I feel like right now it's like you're creating, but I feel like the people that can support it may hold you up a little bit. So you might need to do some changes in that area, but I see it going forward, and you definitely have a strong writing element on your chart here, okay? So go for it. All right. Going back in our hat, our next letter is from Zulika Ellis, and she wants to know about where to move for her upcoming career change. Yeah, you know, I keep getting Los Angeles around you. I really feel like that's where Spirit's leading, and I get the sense that you're going to go there. It won't be until after the new year, until 2013, but I see you literally going to Los Angeles. And it's funny, it's like within literally 3 to 4 days of being there, you already have an agent. And this is somebody who's literally on Hollywood Boulevard. It's right down the main Tinseltown Street. But it's a lady, and I see her saying, you're great, I want to take you on. And it's funny because she seems to be somebody who would be difficult to get as an agent, but I feel like she wants to work with you. So I want you to seriously start looking at Ellen. Okay? Thanks for writing. All right, going in our hat here, we've got Morris Nilsson. He asks about a friend named Karen. Yeah. Well, you know, I got to tell you, as I step into the vibration around this, I feel that Karen is doing well. And I feel like she's at peace. Now, what's interesting is I get a West Coast connection around this. So she may have either spent a lot of time in the West or is there currently, but I get a strong link there, and I do feel that you will travel to the West also in regards to her, whether it's a meeting or visiting something that she holds dear there, but I do get a connection. And Fletcher keeps saying she's now at a place of emotional healing. I get the sense the last few years for her were a time of trial in the emotional, but she's okay and she's at peace. And I think you're gonna be reconnecting next year. Okay, thanks for writing. All right, going in our hat here. Our next letter is from Anna Bruce Sweetster, excuse me. Oh, yeah, okay. She writes and she said, it's great to see you here on Facebook. And she said she wanted to let me know she enjoyed seeing me. Yes, well, Anna, it's always good to see you too. And Anna came to see me yesterday, and I signed some books for her and did a reading. And it was really a treat. And if you guys want to get a private reading, write to Anna, ask her if she liked her reading. And that's great. Anyways, you can contact me here at YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, any of my sites, and get on my schedule or call my office. But it's nice to see you. It's been a while. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Going in our hat, we've got Chris Brooks. Yeah, wants to know about a conflict here with the grandfather. Well, first of all, Chris, I don't feel anger coming from your grandfather. It's interesting. I get the sense that he's really at peace. And Fletcher keeps saying, he said he's not mad at you. He said, tell him he was younger then. And your grandfather now sees you as grown. It's like you've done so much transformation. There's no anger there. There's only love. Okay? And I want you to, in your daily meditation, just say, Grandpa, I love you. Send that light up to him. He's not angry. Trust me. Once you go to the spirit world, you get healed of all that earthly drama. And you see things clearer. And I feel that he sees you in nothing but the light of love. If Fletcher said, yeah, he said, tell him that he's at peace. Okay? God bless. Thanks for writing. Alright, going in our hat here, we've got Hannah Thomas writes, and she writes in from Twitter. Oh, I love it when people write on Twitter. That's so cool. She wants to know about her spirit guide. Yeah. Well, you have around you an archangel. His name is Raphael. And Raphael's working with you, and I see writing around you. You have a communicator theme on your chart. And I believe your career in the future will be connected to writing. And it's interesting, I see you writing books. I also see you writing something that's like for media as well. So you could end up writing scripts for like television or the movies as well. But you definitely have a communicator theme. So ask Raphael to work with you. I feel you're going to go big time. That's a writing. All right, going in our hat here. Our next letter is from Bianca Fox. And she writes and wants to know about her career, upcoming trip to Barcelona. Talks about her love of God. Yes. Well, first of all, I do see you doing well in Spain, in Barcelona, Spain. Looks like you'll be in a contest there. I feel like it's a music. I keep hearing music. So you may be doing some modeling and some singing. But I also get here, maybe early next year, around January, February, I'm getting a British connection. So I feel you'll also go to England, and I want to say be open to that as well. So yeah, you're definitely on a good path, and I do get growth and a lot of promotion around you. I feel like somebody is entering your life also around the end of this year who's like a promoter or a show organizer who may get you some more publicity. Okay? So go ahead and be open to that. Now, you also write here about your love for God and ask for some guidance with that. Well, let me tell you first of all, and I see that you're a Christian, you love Jesus. Well, listen, pray to Jesus every day. Jesus is so amazing and powerful. Nobody is beyond his love or compassion. And there may be conservative Christians, they'll say, oh, you do this or you do that. God doesn't love you. Listen, God loves everybody. And to be in the light of God, all it requires is you saying, God, come into my life. I need you. And Jesus is around you. You haven't been separated. Ask him and recommit yourself to him. There's a Catholic image that I love. In fact, I have one here. I was going to show you here. And it's called the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And somebody gave this to me a few years ago. I love it because it shows Christ's heart, sending out rays of light, and he receives everybody. So, you know what? When you say you love Jesus and you feel close, I can understand that. Look at that light and that love. That really captures the energy of Christ, as I've experienced him as well. So anyways, God bless you. Thanks for writing. Keep going. You're on the right path. Well, guys, that's all I'm going to get to today, but I'm so glad you guys wrote. Listen, keep your letters coming. Write me at Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Go like my Facebook page, Come be part of our scene. Keep watching. We'll have more videos coming this week. We're going to do a video about the fall weather here in the Washington area, and we'll have more stuff coming. So you keep watching. And, of course, next week we'll have another Messages from the Spirit World.